A federal court is helping Microsoft take down a notorious hacking software.
That's right. This has apparently been used in some high-profile ransomware attacks against hospitals and healthcare systems. A court order granted Thursday lets the tech giant and a group of cybersecurity firms seize the domain names where bootleg versions of the hacking software are being stored.
Let's bring in CBS News Homeland Security and Justice reporter Nicole Sganga to break it all down. So, Nicole, give us some background on this software. What is it and how are hackers abusing it?
Yeah, Vlad, Errol, Cobalt Strike has been used for years as a hacking tool. It had been co-opted by cyber criminals to target, you mentioned it, hospitals and healthcare systems. But it didn't start off that way. It was actually created by one of the plaintiffs here, Fortra, as a product that enabled companies to check their own cyber defenses. But older bootleg versions of Cobalt Strike, often called cracked copies, have been hijacked by criminals in many high-profile attacks, including those that were waged recently against the government of Costa Rica and Ireland's public health system. And as hospitals were already grappling with the pandemic across the U.S. and the globe, cyber criminals ramped up some of these crippling attacks that are designed to lock down computer networks containing patient data in exchange for really hefty ransoms. Now, ransomware playbooks connected to this cracked software have been linked to 68 ransomware attacks impacting health organizations in more than 19 countries. According to Microsoft, the tech leader has detected malicious infrastructure worldwide in places like Russia, China, Vietnam, Iran. Last thing, at least 2 infamous Russian-speaking ransomware gangs, Conti and Lockbit, are listed among the 16 defendants, according to a copy of the court order obtained by CBS News.
Wow. So the risk and the danger here seems pretty global. One aspect of this story I want to better understand, as we've mentioned, these groups have obtained, Microsoft and others, a court order to go after this hacking tool. Why is that necessary? How rare is that?
Yeah, Errol, we use the word unprecedented a lot in news, but this really is new. We're talking about a tech leader seeking a court order to seize one of the most dangerous and prolific hacking tools targeting victims, including hospitals, including healthcare networks, worldwide, as you mentioned. Now, in the past, Microsoft has used civil orders to seize domains and IP addresses associated with specific malware, but Friday's court order is really the first time we've seen a tech leader like this take over a malicious hacking tool on this scale. Now, what Microsoft and other plaintiffs are going to do is essentially take over the domain names where malicious actors are storing this cracked software, and then they're going to sinkhole them, which means redirecting those domains to Microsoft so they can identify any victims. If successful, this could really be a sign of things to come, a new legal strategy in the fight against the growing ransomware problem.
So what happens next, Nicole? How much will this legal strategy actually stop some of these ransomware attacks?
Yeah, an important question, Vlad, because even though Microsoft and others obtained a temporary restraining order enabling them to quickly shut down malicious versions of the software, they know that cyber criminals are going to look for other hosting sites for the cracked versions of Cobalt Strike. And Microsoft says they're going to continue to chase them. Friday's court order allows them to for future takedowns as criminals develop new infrastructure. And counsel with Microsoft's digital crime unit tells CBS they're also seeking to make this temporary restraining order permanent. They've already begun digging into hacking tools they think cyber criminals are going to switch to after this crackdown on Cobalt Strike. So bottom line, when that vacuum fills, we could see more legal action.
Wow. It's definitely a game of whack-a-mole, right?
Yeah,
as soon as they figure out how it works, they redirect, they go elsewhere. But it's fascinating to watch. Nicole, thanks for keeping us up to speed. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.